Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special Halloween episode of Pot Unknown.
It's spooky time, bitch.
It is.
You
It's
feeling it?
incredibly spooky time.
I have devil horns on right now and spider earrings on because it's Halloween, bitch.
I don't,
Yeah,
but
you have.
I do in spirit.
It's okay. I just thought I would festivize it.
Festivize it.
Hell
I like
yeah.
it. So today is going to be a little bit different than normal. If you guys normally listen to the podcast, well, first off, I'm Luke,
I'm Melissa.
and
This is Plot Unknown.
yes, together we
are-
each make one half of Plot Unknown.
Yes.
1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1.
One.
Therefore,
wow, that's crazy.
we make up Plot Unknown. Sometimes we have 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2, but we haven't had that yet
We don't have a half of. Oh, I see what you're saying.
when we have a guest.
Yeah.
So normally in the show, we pick a movie based on a letter. So, for example, if you look back at all of our episode titles aside from this one, you'll see A is for American Beauty, B is for Black Christmas, so on and so forth. We take turns, pick a movie that the other person has not seen for that letter. The other person will, who has not seen the movie, will write a quick summary, about 5 minutes to write a plot. We'll come back, read it, watch the movie, and discuss the plot and the movie, and then give it a little rating.
Yeah. So, like, for example, he said A is for American Beauty, and I went first. So, I picked American Beauty because I know Luke has not seen it. So, yeah, we took 5 minutes. He wrote a plot of what he thought the movie might be about based on any prior knowledge he had, the actors, and just the name of the movie. He did a very good job, spoiler alert. Only on American Beauty, though.
Yeah, that's the only one I've done a good job on.
He started off with a bang, and it's been pretty low ever since. But hey, I mean, if we've never seen a movie and we don't know what they are, you kind of just got to make up a plot. That's the point.
Pretty much.
We've made up really good plots, though.
We consistently make up good plots, but they just aren't the right plot.
They just aren't, no.
So, if you listen to the show regularly, this probably seems really redundant to you, and you're probably like, well,
We fucking know. Get on with it.
yeah, but we figured that it's a special episode. We try to do something a little different and give people who haven't listened to the podcast before a little glimpse into what we're about.
Yeah. So, like, my whole suggestion for this is that a lot of our listeners are our friends. Hello, welcome, friends. And we appreciate you. And you know us. So you know what we're about. You know what we like. You know what we don't like. So my thought is to give those nice little listeners who don't know that much about us just a little glimpse of what we like and how we are. And watch a movie that we've both seen and discuss that movie. Yeah, just so this is a little chill episode, spooky time.
Yeah, just a nice little relaxation.
Yeah, nice little chat, nice little watch a movie that we've both seen, nice little discussion.
Yep.
Should we rate it too? Probably, right?
Duh.
Okay. Yeah, because like our thing, what we do is we'll rate our plots based on how accurate they are. So 1 to 10. It's usually about 1 or 2. But sometimes there's been higher ones, and then we rate the movie, and so we've kept track of our rates for our movies. So we'll okay, hold on, I want to say something because I have regrets in my heart
About what?
about
Can I
last week's
guess?
episode.
Yeah, I was about to say.
What do you think it is?
I'm assuming that you want to rate it higher
Yeah,
than
I
a 6.
do. I felt so bad because I was like, why did I rate it so low? First off, I rated Fargo a 6.5, and I didn't even like that movie that much.
Yeah.
And I love this movie. So last week's episode, if you haven't listened to it, is Hide and Seek. It's H's. No, wait,
No,
whoa,
it was
whoa,
I
whoa,
Am
whoa,
Sam.
whoa, whoa. It's that's like 2 episodes behind. No, GH. No, 1 episode behind. So last week's episode is I is for I Am Sam. And I feel horrible for giving it a 6 because, again, like I said, I gave Fargo a 6.5. I didn't even like that movie that much. So I'm gonna give this movie a 7.5.
A retroactive 7.5.
Yes.
Okay.
Once upon a time, I didn't believe in halves, but now I understand that halves are needed. So I'm gonna give this movie a 7.5, and I greatly apologize
To everyone.
to the air
And the entire cast and crew.
of I Am Sam that I gave it a 6. I don't know why I did that, but immediately after we stopped recording, I felt awful about it. Anyway, besides that point, that was my correction for the week. Because I'm a dumb. But yeah, so we have all of our ratings at the end of the season. We'll probably take an episode to discuss, the first season and what our ratings were. We can like add up all our plot summary ratings and see who got the best.
Okay.
Isn't that a cool idea?
Yeah, I like that.
That would be a good idea. I think that would be a very good ending of a season, is to add up each of our scores for all of the plot summaries that we had. See which one has the biggest number. Therefore, they are crowned
the plot king.
The plot king or queen.
Or queen, yeah.
We don't discriminate.
So, first,
plot person.
Before we get into the movie,
don't assume my gender.
I gotta check the dinner.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna go do that.
Roll a clip.
Yeah, roll the clip.
Red? Yo, the biatch was like, what? And I was like, later on. Fred. What up, dog? And, dog? Keeping it real.
Luke's making tacos.
The tacos are a success.
They are ready. So we will eat them when we watch the movie.
So let's get on with it.
Let's fucking go, Luke. So the basis of today's episode, our Halloween extravaganza, eleganza extravaganza, if you will. We are doing, so we're not, obviously we've seen this movie. We picked a movie that we've seen before. We've also talked about it a little bit in a previous episode in which I don't remember. But we're gonna just watch a movie that we both love. We're not gonna give any kind of plot summary. We're just gonna pick this movie, watch it, and just discuss how beautiful it is. That was an Italian cook kiss.
Yeah.
We're gonna discuss how great it is.
The movie is 2002's classic Scooby Doo.
The live action Scooby Doo movie.
The first one.
Oh yeah. Duh. We're not watching the second one. Yeah. No. First one or bust, bro. I don't know. I've seen this. I've seen all of them. But the first one is the best, dude. They go to a fucking haunted island that has a theme park.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What?
So we're gonna go watch that movie, and we're gonna come back and discuss. Like Melissa said, we're not doing a plot, like a little 5-minute plot, because we both know what happens in this movie.
No,
we're not gonna be rating what we think happens in this movie. We're gonna cut to the chase.
Because everybody loves this movie. Who doesn't like Scooby Doo?
Yeah, exactly. Bro. If you like the film discussion portion of our podcast, you're gonna love this episode, because that's all it's gonna be.
Because that's all it's gonna be. I'm very excited.
Yeah. So, give us just a moment. We'll roll another clip. There are many that we could choose from for this movie.
Another clip.
Yep, and then
You're having struggles talking.
I am. I'm having struggles talking. I'm having struggles controlling the audio.
Oh no.
Having struggles with a lot of stuff.
Struggles.
So
the struggle.
We are going to return, and we'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in just a second.
Goodbye. Spooky time.
Oh, that Mike's. We got a Mr. Do here. I got a call for a Mr. Do.
Melvin Do?
Nah, Scooby. Hello?
Got a bag of hamburgers here for you. Just walk into the dark, shadowy part of the forest where no one can see you.
Okay.
Now we have watched the movie.
No, now we have watched the movie.
Yes, now we have.
Boy
howdy.
Boy howdy. What a great fucking movie.
Yep.
Just gotta say that off the bat. So this time around, I actually wrote down some notes, but I stopped like halfway through the movie. So what shall we start with first? The beginning of the movie?
Yeah, well, something I just wanted to say about this magnificent Scooby-Doo film is that it's funny to me that what I think is the best character in the entire movie is an animated dog.
You think Scooby-Doo is the best character?
Yeah, a really poorly animated dog, by the way.
I agree with you, but the thing I will say is that the acting surrounding the animation is phenomenal. Like they do
Yeah.
a really good job of like acting like there's an actual dog there.
Yeah, I
And
agree
like
with
the
that.
effects, because like whenever like Scooby like kisses or like licks someone, there's like visible like saliva on the face.
Yeah, all
which I
the
think is-
ancillary stuff is really good. It's just that Scooby Doo himself and the animated monsters look bad.
Yeah, but it's like a 2002 movie. Like what can you do?
That is a good point.
But it's fantastic nonetheless. I mean, you kind of look the only part, like the only like special effects part that really like the only special effects part that like made me upset was when the character of Mary Jane like got hit and like her face got like fucked up.
Yeah,
And
and it
it
shows
just-
her eyes.
Yeah, it shows
Her
like,
eyes aren't tracked correctly.
no, and her mouth isn't tracked correctly either.
Yeah.
And so
They're
like
like an inch off.
well, it's supposed to be because she's supposed to be putting like the mask back on, but it just looks so bad. Like it looks awful. But that's like the only part that like I mean, Scooby Doo and the monsters are like kind of dumb looking, but they're not.
The monsters look shitty.
Yeah, but you can look past it. I mean, it's a fucking 2002 Scooby Doo movie. Like that's not an important like part of it. I don't think. So that didn't bother me at all. Like the only part that bothered me in regards to like the monsters and shit was fucking Mary Jane's dumbass face during that one part. But that was it. But yeah, no, I think they did a really good job with the ancillary stuff.
So what did you want to start with?
The beginning of the movie.
Okay.
You talk. You say something. Well, you go first.
Well, I don't really have anything at the beginning of the movie to talk about. I think that like this is one of those movies where I don't really have a ton of really specific stuff about scenes to say. I overall really enjoy watching this film because it's very fun.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like an hour and a half. It feels like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it feels like an episode of Scooby Doo.
Yeah. But like a live action one.
Yeah, which I think that the casting was really good because like
You
they
know
all
like everybody in that movie basically.
huh?
Said like you know everybody in that movie.
Yeah, and I think everybody really encapsulates like the spirit of the animated characters really well.
Yeah.
which
Oh,
is
absolutely.
the main thing you want to go with an animated movie,
Like an animated like
like
Or
an
like a-
live action version of an animated thing.
especially like something so classic as Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
And I'm sure like a lot of like the old fucking people who watch Scooby Doo are like, this is not a good version of this. Buh. But it's fantastic. Like it's a fantastic remake of. It's definitely more like modern. I mean, it is a 2002 movie, but it's definitely more modernized than like the old Scooby Doo cartoons. So I can see where people would be kind of weirded out by it. But it's so like it has like the perfect mix of everything. Like it's fucking stupid, but in the best way possible.
yeah, it's very silly.
hilarious, and it's just and there's like it's good acting for a Scooby Doo movie live act. You know what I'm saying? It's just an all around fantastic movie.
It is.
So I guess I'll start then if you don't have fucking anything to say at the beginning. Okay, so my notes are literally at the first like maybe 15 minutes of the movie, and then I stopped. My very first note is how did the ghost man glow? You know?
That's a good question.
Fucking old man Smithers or whatever the fuck his name is, who was the janitor. He was the Luna ghost, which is the ghost that was like
At the
clown
beginning.
ghost that was bouncing around. Yeah, at the beginning. And like you figure out how he was like floating around because he had a fucking jetpack made out of fucking helium balloons. And I said that's some Party City shit.
That is some Party City shit.
But how did he glow? That
I
was
don't know.
never. He was a glowing ghost, and then when he got hit, it just went away.
My assumption would just be that like he had lights on his suit, maybe.
I guess, yeah. Or maybe he was radioactive.
Maybe it was like reflective tape.
Yeah, maybe the helium packs that were in his suit glowed.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
You never
that
know.
was just, they talked about how he fucking floated around.
They
talk
did
about how he
not
glows.
talk about how he glowed.
Messed up. My second note is Pamela Anderson, question mark?
Old Pamela Anderson. She looks bad. She looks real
she's
bad
old
in that movie.
anyway.
Yeah, but she looks real bad.
She doesn't look that bad.
She looks real old.
Yeah, how old is she now?
Old?
Is she dead?
No, she's still alive.
Pamela Anderson still alive?
Yes.
I don't know. But yeah, she makes a very random cameo in the beginning of the movie. Like the
Yeah, of all people.
yeah, of
Just
they're
Pamela Anderson.
oh,
she just
somebody-
comes out of
Pamela
the fucking
Anderson.
mystery mobile.
Yeah, she
hanging out.
is driving the mystery mobile and mystery machine. Sorry, that was offensive. She was driving the mystery machine. She just rammed it into the fucking whatever the warehouse they were in. I guess she owned it or something. She's like, "Thank you for saving my warehouse."
They were manufacturing her dolls.
Oh, I missed that part.
And he haunted that.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
I think he was like in love with her or something. Anyway, dumb scene. Amazing beginning to the movie though.
Yeah.
Because the beginning.
It's classic Scooby Doo.
Yeah. So I don't know the amount of time went by, but basically when that happened, like the mystery fucking Inc., all those people, they broke up.
Yeah, it's 2 years.
Oh, it was 2 years? So like 2 years passed by and they ended up getting this letter from the fucking dude of Spooky Island, getting invited to go like solve the mystery of Spooky Island, and they all got back together. Yeah.
After Fred is doing a book tour about himself.
Fred is such a fucking
and also
douchey.
reads the book that he wrote on the plane.
Is that really?
Yeah, that's what he's reading. It's his own fucking book.
That's funny that he wrote and has also done a book tour about. That's funny. My third note is there are so many underlying themes of weed in this movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of weed.
Because like Shaggy is obviously like one high motherfucker. Like all he does is smoke weed. Like that's so obvious. So like in the when it passes by the 2 years and you see what like Scooby and Shaggy are doing, and it like fades into them like in the mystery machine on a beach, and
smoke coming out of the
van,
machine.
like reggae music playing, and yeah, there's like smoke, and he's like, "Oh man, we're getting toasted," and they were like
making burgers.
There was like making burgers on a grill in their van. It's so funny. And then Mary Jane, he's like, "That's my favorite name." Like, yeah. Oh, wonder why. Well, I love that because like Scooby Doo is like supposed to be like a children's like show, but this they say like bitch in this movie.
When do they say bitch?
Freaking Fred said bitch when he was he wasn't himself. Like when he had the monster inside of him, he was all like, "Oh yeah, bro, I saw this bitch," and she was like, "It happened, I promise," because I saw it in the fucking subtitles.
Yeah, there's a lot of weed stuff. Also, a lot of sexual innuendos.
So many sexual innuendos, like
and also some that aren't like innuendos at all.
They're just straight sexual.
Like when Fred turns into Daphne and he just looks at
she's like, "Oh,
Sarah Michelle
sweet,
Gellar's titties."
Yeah, he's like, "I can look at myself naked now," and he like opens up fucking, yeah. I guess it wasn't like super sexualized, but it was when Daphne went and saw like the voodoo guy on the beach, and he like made a comment about her ass being like an aerobics butt.
Yeah,
I was like, that's funny. He was also like roasted her about her fucking outfit, which was so
purple
funny.
Purple is a fall color,
and it's the middle of May. That's fucking. She got roasted. I also put Spooky Island in capitalization with a lot of exclamation marks because I think that's fucking cool. And then there's some really good quotes in this movie.
There are a lot of very good quotes.
The one that I have written down was when the guy came to give Scooby and Shaggy the letter from the guy from Spooky Island. He's like, "If you solve the mystery, you get $10,000. And he's like, "Materialism's not really our thing, man." I was like, Shaggy really is like a woke king, you know?
A woke king.
He's a woke king.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is.
And then he was like, "There's unlimited food." And he's like, "Okay, you got me. I'll go." I respect that.
My favorite is Scoobert.
Scoobert. Oh,
Mr. Bean says, "Scoobert. Ah, Scoobert. Come sit down."
That's so funny. What's his name?
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, but it's Mr. Bean, but what's his name in the movie?
I don't remember.
He called freaking, what did
Fred calls
him?
him some dumbass thing.
Like, he called him like Mr. Mitochondria or something like that.
Yes, it was something. It wasn't mitochondria, but it was something similar to
Metabolism or something like that.
I don't know.
It's a stupid ass name, but the fucking character that's Mr. Bean, the man that's Mr. Bean is also in this movie, and he's like the fucking man of Spooky Island.
Man.
He's like the spooky man of Spooky Island. He created this theme park. The spooky CEO, if you will.
Yeah.
And he supposedly like sent out these letters to each of them.
Turns out it was everybody's favorite Scooby-Doo character, which
Scooby-Doo.
I love that, like, they accept the fact that everybody hates Scrappy-Doo.
Scrappy-Doo's a little bitch.
Yeah, and they, like, embrace it
Is
by making
Scrappy-Doo
him the villain.
a character in the cartoon show, too?
Yeah, at some point he is, and everybody hated the addition of Scrappy-Doo.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's funny.
So they embraced that
remember
and
that.
made Scrappy-Doo the villain
The
of this.
villain? That's funny. Fuck Scrappy-Doo, little bitch boy. Also, I think my favorite thing about this movie, and I'm biased because Indiana Jones is one of my favorite movies, but this movie is so, like, I don't even want to say loosely, but it's so, like, based off of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Like, it's fucking nuts. Like, that dude...
There's a lot of Temple of Doom.
Yeah, the main dude looks exactly like fucking Kalima in Indiana Jones. He even has like the fucking heart tattoo, and they take out.
They don't take out hearts; they take out souls.
They take out souls, but the exact same fucking thing.
Same way.
Yeah, well, not the same way because they dig their fucking hands into the.
Yeah, but he
chest.
has the little claw
he has
thing
a
that goes into your
thing.
chest.
Yeah, but it's not a hand.
Well, yeah,
It's a
but I
little
mean,
less
it's the same.
badass.
It's the same action.
Yeah, they couldn't do that because it's technically a children's movie.
Yeah.
They could have just like shove a person's hand into the chest. But yeah, no, I mean, and they had like all like the rituals and everything.
Yeah, it's
and, like,
very,
all, like,
very
this
Temple of Doomy.
Spooky like bone people. Like, oh my god, it was like spot on Temple of Doom. It was fantastic. I love that. It also reminded me of something else, and I don't remember what it was.
Reminds me of a Goosebumps show.
Yeah,
episode of Goosebumps.
Oh, I also the Hercules. They're little like, and you said Harry Potter, but they're little like
very
fucking,
loosely Harry Potter.
they're like sink bowl of fucking souls. Looks exactly like the Hercules scene in which like all of like the fucking dead people are like swimming around in hell, I guess, or whatever you say. Whatever you say. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I like the nods to different movies. Which are
and also the nods to classic Scooby-Doo. Like when Daphne wants to go into the castle with Scooby and Shaggy doesn't want to because of the knights that are actually people that will come get you and the eyes that follow. That's all classic Scooby-Doo stuff.
Yeah.
And the thing I really love is they say Scooby-Doo, where are you a couple times.
Yeah.
But they don't play the song until the very, very end, which I love so much.
Fucking like rock version of Scooby-Doo.
Like a fucking pop punk
version of
cover
Scooby-Doo.
with a little bit of screaming in it.
Oh my god, I love it. It's the music in this movie is like fantastic because it's so early 2000s.
Well, the whole movie is so early 2000s.
Because it is. Oh my god. The way these people are dressed it just screams like fucking 2002.
Yeah. And also the really shitty slow-mo. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's such an early 2000s movie. Just all of this stuff is so early 2000s.
How often do you think we're going to say 2002 or 2000s in this podcast?
A lot.
Fucking count how many times we say it.
Also.
But it's so true. It's like it's very like in the in between stages of the 90s and 2000s. Like it's right in that like middle section where they're still transitioning.
Yeah.
You see all like the fucking punk hair and like the fucking just like the amount of jeans that people wear, and like the low-rise jeans and the crop tops and everything.
The bell bottoms that Fred wears.
Oh my god.
Terrible.
Amazing.
Ugly pants.
No, they're amazing.
No, they're very
Shaggy wears
ugly
them
pants.
too.
Shaggy's pants are also ugly.
He wears brown bell bottoms with a fucking green V-neck.
Yep. This is the second time we've talked about this.
What?
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh,
hot.
Sexy.
Very hot.
Sarah Michelle Gellar's beautiful.
Yep.
The guy that plays Shaggy is hot as hell in this movie too. Oh no, he is.
No.
Fucking Velma's love interest is sexy.
No.
Yes, he is.
No. I'm not into either of those kind of dudes. I don't think either of
up.
those guys are good looking. I do think all of the female leads in this movie are really good looking.
Skater boys. Huh?
I think all the female leads in this movie are very good looking.
Yes. Why do you
Sarah
say
Michelle
it so
Gellar.
Respectfully?
Because they're fucking hot as fuck, bro.
They are very good looking. Well,
Yeah.
Thank you for your insight, Mr. Luke.
Velma, I don't know who plays Velma. Very pretty.
She
Also, girl who plays Mary Jane.
Oh my
Very
god,
pretty.
sexy. Isla Fisher. Beautiful. Oh my god, I love her.
Got
She's
the
in
French kiss or Italian kiss again.
Yeah, I know. It's emphasis. She's in She's in a lot of stuff. She has red hair in like IRL, you know?
Yeah.
She's in a lot of movies.
If you haven't seen this movie, go see Scooby Doo, please.
Wait.
What?
The best quote in this movie is, "We are two peas." Wait, we are. What is it? We are two.
Two trippy peas.
We're two trippy peas in a far out pond, man. Yeah. Oh my god! Like, that is one of my all-time favorite quotes in a movie. That is
one of mine.
Pinnacle.
Is, I don't remember the exact quote, but when the monster calls Scooby, and he picks up the phone and he's like, "I got some hamburgers for you." You just go into the darkest part of the woods that nobody can see you, and Scooby's just like, okay, cool. It goes and gets the hamburgers.
I love Scooby-Doo. They put so much like character into like a shitty fucking CGI dog.
Yeah.
Like, it's nuts.
Yeah.
He's so good. I love Scooby-Doo.
So
I stan Scooby-Doo.
Don't we all? If you haven't seen this movie, it's on Netflix. So go watch it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
The second one is too.
Yeah, dude. Who's your favorite character? Scooby-Doo is your favorite character?
100%.
Shaggy's my favorite. I fucking love Shaggy.
Scooby's the best.
It's the best.
So, let's talk about a rating.
Okay.
What would you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 9.
A 9?
Yeah, because this is like one of those movies that's like so dumb, but it makes you feel so good while you're watching it. It makes you feel something. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't have to be like the perfect movie, but it makes you feel happy.
Yeah,
and that's all you can ask for, you know?
See, I really enjoy watching this film.
But it doesn't make you feel anything, does it?
I mean, it does. No. But I think that
pussy.
In the end, you and I talked about this. Our list is going to be a comparison of movies against each other. They're not necessarily going to be ranked by like, this is a 9 and stuff like that. Like, in the end, we're going to compare them directly against each other. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to give it like a 7.
It's fucked.
I like this movie, but when I compare it to other things like Drive and American Beauty, it's not up there.
See, I will agree with you on Drive. I don't think it's as good as Drive. I'm still going to give it a 9. But I think Drive is far better in all aspects. But I don't think American Beauty is. It doesn't make me feel the things I feel while I watch the 2002 live action movie of Scooby-Doo. Listen, a lot of my favorite movies are just fucking stupid, but they put me in such a good mood that I can't not like give them the highest rating, or like one of the highest ratings.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So with that being said, do you have anything else to say about this brilliant movie?
I'm all good.
Okay. I wanted to dive into ourselves because I don't know if I mentioned this in the first fucking half of this episode, but I feel like a lot of people are our friends that listen to this podcast, which is fucking fantastic. But again, like, you know us, but hopefully at some point, and I'm sure there probably is now, the people that don't know who we are, don't know us. So for this chill podcast, I'd be like, let's talk about ourselves a little bit. Yeah. Let's fucking talk about some fun. It's Halloween. Let's talk. We're fucking the king and queen of Spooky Town. Yeah. So let's fucking get spooky, dog.
I think that's what we should specifically focus on.
On the spooky?
Is like the film side of us. And especially the kind of horror side.
Well, you're a horror side.
Yeah, like for me, I love horror movies. They're what I live on. I think my favorite movie in the world is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I don't even think it's close.
With that being said, of me though, my favorite movie is technically like, it's not horror, but it's a thriller. Yeah, it's a thriller. So I guess I'm kind of, but no, you're right.
Just talking about Silence of the Lambs, by the way.
Yeah, that's my all-time favorite fucking movie, Silence of the Lambs. Well, okay, so we'll dive into a few things, but first off, I think what's important, because we do have a movie podcast. What are your top favorite movies of all time? Give me
Texas Chainsaw.
3.
I love that movie.
I know you do. I haven't seen that.
You said Silence of the Lambs.
And I'm really sorry. I did, yeah. My first is Silence of the Lambs. Absolutely.
This is a hard question. Mm-hmm. But I think I'm going to go with the original Jurassic Park as my number 2.
Classic, absolutely.
What's your number 2? Now, these aren't exactly Texas Chainsaw is my number 1, but Jurassic Park might not be my number 2 solidified movie.
Yeah.
But it's one of the 3.
Okay, I agree with you on that because I don't like to rank any of my other movies except for my top 2. My top 2 have remained the same for years, but everything else is just kind of like what I really, really love and I can watch over and over again. So maybe not top 3. We'll give just a couple that we love so you can get a gist of who we are as people. So my top is Silence of the Lambs. My second is not a movie. It's like 4 movies. But because I don't want to pick one of them, I love all of them, is the Indiana Jones. I mean, essentially it was a trilogy and now it has the 4th movie that everybody hates, but it's still Indiana Jones, so I love it.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones was like one of my brother's favorite movies when he was younger, and now I have grown to also love it. And it's just, it gives me all the warm feelings, and Harrison Ford is my dad, so.
Yeah. So I think that my next one would then be the Lord of the Rings series. Not The Hobbit, but the Lord of the Rings.
I really hate to let you down.
That you have never seen them?
No.
I know, it's really
We watched the
disappointing.
first half of the very
And
first
you got
Lord
really
of the Rings.
bored.
I got so bored.
You fell asleep.
I'm so sorry.
That's so fucked up.
I
Like, you
haven't,
gotta
like-
power through. Now, granted,
There's too many of them now.
I love these movies.
Yeah.
I love the 3 Lord of the Rings main series movies.
Mm-hmm.
But you do kind of have to power through Fellowship. Because Fellowship sets up
Everything.
that
Yeah.
happens. And shit doesn't really start to happen and connect with you until the next 2.
Yeah. I just have such a hard time. If I don't hop on something right away, then there's just so many of them and there's so much time that would need to be invested into watching all those movies that it just like exhausts me.
Yeah.
Was just thinking about it.
I gotcha.
Like if I had never seen any of the Harry Potter movies, I probably would never watch them. Granted, I mean, Harry Potter is one of my favorite series, but it's daunting if you've never seen any of them. There's fucking 8 movies. Shit. Well, now there's what, like fucking 9 or 10 because of the new series that fucking J.K. Rowling put out. But yeah, so you said, but no, I feel like that's so fucked up because like I haven't even seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've seen Jurassic Park. We watched that together.
Yeah, you've seen. Yeah. So what's your number 3?
Honestly, like I don't even know. I really, again, I have the solidified top 2, but just another series that I really, really love that has always been in my top is Back to the Future. I love 80s movies, obviously. And yeah, the Back to the Future, all 3 of those movies have always been ingrained in my heart. Those are just movies I could watch over and over again.
They're good.
Yeah, hell yeah. I dressed up as oh no, I didn't. I was gonna say I dressed up as Marty McFly, but no, I didn't. I wore a Back to the Future shirt for 80s Day.
I think
in high
that
school.
my other, and these are all fucking classic. I think my other like defining movie, and probably my last one, is Return of the Jedi.
Nice.
It's my favorite Star Wars movie.
Nice. You love all classics. You're such a classic guy when it comes to movies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could, and if we want to talk about horror, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Like, my list changes when we list it to just horror, because
Yeah.
let me give you a quick rundown of
Okay,
my
do it.
horror list.
Mm-hmm.
Texas Chainsaw at 1.
Yeah.
American Psycho at 2.
Okay.
That movie is fantastic.
I have seen that. That's the one with Christian Bale, right?
Yes, Christian
Okay,
Bale's
cool. I got it.
Patrick Bateman.
I've seen that one actually.
I think Jaws is up there for me. Good
Is
old
that considered
Steven
a horror
Spielberg
movie?
Classic. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a shark that eats
Oh, I
people.
don't fucking know. I haven't seen Jaws either.
Man, I want to say the Saw franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's one of those movies that, or one of those sets of movies that like really got me into horror.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are a lot.
I
There
got
are a
you.
lot.
Yeah.
We're gonna eventually watch some of them on this show.
I sure hope so. I really need to, cause I don't know. I haven't like. It's not like I'm scared of fucking like horror movies. Obviously, I'm not fucking really scared of anything like that. I mean, they're creepy, but I never like dived into horror movies until I met you, and now I have definitely like branched out.
Yeah. See, that's different for me because like I was kind of raised on horror movies.
Yeah. Well, you and your brother, yeah, that's what you guys have always like
Yeah.
fucking bonded with.
Yep.
You bonded a
Oh,
lot
Alien.
of stuff, but Alien.
It's a good one.
Movie?
That's episode A for next season. Just spoiler.
Oh,
Everybody.
sick. Okay. Well, I'm excited about that. Cool. Yeah, I already have like B and fucking everything else.
You
picked
got
out.
got anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say like, cause I've talked a lot about my love for Disney movies, but I haven't picked one yet because I feel like you've seen. I mean, you haven't seen any like a lot, but I mean, the ones that I wanted to pick, you've seen. And like how horror is for you, Disney is for me. Cause like I
Yeah,
was
two influential sides of movies for us.
yeah, like I just grew up with Disney, and like I hate to be people. You know how like there's like horse girls.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're a Disney girl.
I'm a Disney girl, and like people make fun of like people like that all the time. But like I can't help it. Like I am a grown up adult that loves Disney movies, and I love Disney World, and I'm obsessed with everything about Disney. Like my one of my all time favorite like YouTube people or vlogger is like a couple that vlogs because they have like season passes to Disney World and Universal Studios in Orlando. And I just love that shit. No, I know everything. I mean, granted, like I go to Universal maybe once a year, and I haven't been to Disney in like 5 years. But like, fuck, like I just love it, and I love knowing everything about it. But I don't know. I've gone through phases when it comes to Disney movies. I can't pick a favorite. I don't think, except no, sorry, I take it back. Enchanted.
Hercules.
No, Enchanted.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yes, Enchanted and Lilo and Stitch are my two all time. I mean, like I was obsessed with Lilo and Stitch, and I'm really bitter about the fact that there's so much merch now for Lilo and Stitch, fucking decades after it came out.
Yeah.
And when it came out, there was no fucking. I wanted to have a fucking Lilo and Stitch themed birthday party, and we had to make our own shirts because no one sold any Lilo and Stitch merch. Makes me so mad.
That's sad.
I know, it's fucked. And Enchanted is underrated, don't get me started. Christ. Good movie, best movie. But yeah, no, and like I go on like binges of different like Disney movies. Like I was really obsessed with Beauty and the Beast, and then I was really obsessed with Aladdin, and then I was really obsessed with Hercules, and it just goes in like cycles. But yeah, no, that's just me. And obviously I love 90s movies.
Yes,
90s rom-coms. Ooh.
Yeah.
I hate to be one of those girls, but that's who I am.
Disney and 90s rom-coms and musicals. You haven't gotten into the musicals.
Musicals. Oh, who am I? I'm really one of those fucking annoying ass girls. Thankfully I wasn't in theater, so I don't have that against me, but I'm a fucking weirdo that loves serial killers, and a weirdo that loves musicals, and a weirdo that loves Disney movies.
Yeah. So as you guys can tell, Halloween is one of our favorite times of the
Halloween is upon us. Let's talk about spooky things.
Like what?
I don't know. I'm upset. Okay, let me talk about myself for a minute. Not that I haven't been talking about myself for the past fucking 10 minutes, but me, I am a criminal justice major, which I have mentioned previously. But this has come from my love of spooky things, because I love serial killers. And I don't mean that in like a obsessive fucking way where people are like obsessed and like sexualize the Columbine fucking shooters. No, I'm just saying like I love the fucking psychological aspects of like serial killers and all that jazz. I'm one of those people. And so that's like spiked my love for like that and like forensics and crime scene investigation, and all that stuff, which is like made me kind of like emo, like gothic. Like I was one of those fucking hoes in high school that would spend my nights in graveyards.
Nice.
I was that gothic bitch.
Nice.
I would be at a specific graveyard. One of my favorite graveyards is actually my favorite graveyard is the Stone Mountain graveyard. I think it's just called like the Stone Mountain Cemetery. It's fucking huge and it's so old. And I would spend my nights in there like days on end with some of my friends. And that's the reason I have a ghost tattoo, is because that was a big part of my high school experience. It's because I would do that. We'd stay there until like 3 a.m. It was really extra. But yeah, and now I've embodied that into my love for Halloween, and we go to haunted houses every year.
Yep.
Which I didn't do that before I met you. So
yeah, you took over my love for haunted houses.
Like having you, like I'm like feeding off of you now, because I was super spooky beforehand, but your love of like horror and like
you were real life spooky.
Stuff.
I'm fictional spooky.
Exactly. Oh my god, I was gonna say that because you love horror movies, and like so you're like. Yeah, you're like the fictional spooky, but I'm like in real life spooky where I like love fucking creepy shit.
Yeah.
Like I was also that bitch that was obsessed with Ghost Adventures. Like it it was really bad in high school. Thankfully I've toned down a little bit, but yeah, that's my life.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
it's good. Like it's good for people to have kind of an insight on us, especially I think on the film side, to kind of understand where we come from and what we like.
Yeah, because like I'm really glad that we do this because you know me, we've been together for 2 years, and I've never been one to be in the mood to watch movies. Some of our friends would be like, let's watch movies, blah blah blah, and I'll be like, I'm not in the mood to watch a movie. But now I'm kind of forced to expand my horizons and watch movies, so it's really nice because I mean all these movies that you have that we have watched, like that you have picked, I probably would have never seen them if we hadn't have started doing this, which is really exciting. And the same thing for you. There's no way in hell that you would have fucking seen like Cruel Intentions or fucking Eternal Sunshine or anything like that. I love this. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've been talking for like fucking 30 minutes.
It's okay.
I just like to talk about myself. Jesus.
So, with that being said,
he needs to go to sleep. I'm sorry.
that's Halloween.
Luke can go to sleep and I'll continue talking for the next 45 minutes.
That's Halloween.
That's Halloween?
That is Halloween.
It's Halloween. This is Halloween.
This is Halloween.
This is Halloween. Halloween.
So,
Halloween. Halloween.
I'll do social media. You do where they can listen to us.
Okay.
Okay. So, you can find us on Instagram at Plot Unknown. You can find us on Twitter at Plot Unknown Pod. You can find us on Facebook.
Yes, I made the Facebook page. Thank you.
At Plot Unknown. You can find us on the website at plot-unknown.pinecast.co.
www.
Yes.
Is it plot-unknown?
plot-unknown.pinecast.co.
Okay.
Then you can also find us... What? What was I going to say? Oh, you can also email us at plotunknown@gmail.com. Take it away.
Oh my
Take it away.
God. Can you
Take it
speak
away.
English?
Take it away.
Okay, I'm gonna take it away. Catching it. Okay. So we are available to listen to on our website that he mentioned. We have our episodes up on our website, which is plot-unknown.pinecast.co. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. He's on his phone being a little bitch. You can listen to us on the podcast app, on Apple, so iTunes, the iTunes fucking podcast shit, which is my preferred choice. That's what I usually listen to podcasts on. We are also available on Spotify, which is exciting. You can just fucking search Plot Unknown and we'll be there. And we're now available on Stitcher, which a lot of people listen to podcasts on. So, yeah, just search our name. We'll fucking be there. There's no fancy shit about it.
Every Thursday aside from today.
Yeah, every Thursday aside from today, because today's Halloween, bitch.
Yep. And we will be back next week
with
on
our
Thursday with our first guest.
We're
so very excited for it.
Oh, sorry.
I hope you guys are too.
We're all excited.
Yeah.
Well, guys, happy fucking Halloween, dude.
Yep. Happy Halloween.
Email us what you're being for Halloween.
Yes.
Email
Email
your
us your
costumes.
Halloween costume.
Luke,
Email
what are you
us
being?
your favorite Halloween.
Luke, what are you being for Halloween?
I'm being either Nico or his cousin from GTA 4.
Okay.
Please go bowling with me, cousin.
I wish I knew what you were talking about because it sounds so funny. I was gonna be Doja Cat from the Bitch I'm a Cow fucking video, but now I'm gonna be Pogo the Clown, bitch. Pogo.
Yeah. So email us your Halloween costumes and your favorite Halloween movies.
Yes.
And
what's your favorite Halloween movie?
Halloween.
Oh, sick. Okay, Hocus Pocus.
Nice.
All right, we're done. Happy Halloween.
Yeah. Happy Halloween. We'll see you guys next week for Jay.
Ooh. It's my ghost.
Goodbye, everybody.